Imagine living a life free from obstacles and temptations, where you are always able to make intelligent, impulsive decisions. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? But that is not how things actually work. The challenges in life are varied and will put our moral fiber and discernment to the test. For this reason, the Stoics created a philosophy that doubles as a useful manual for daily living. They established laws to guide us through life's challenges and help us grow into our greatest selves. I'll be sharing with you in this video 11 historical guidelines that I took from the almost 2 millennia-old Stoic thinkers. I hope these guidelines may be helpful to you, as well as the many others who have found use for them throughout history. So follow along with me through to the very end to understand every rule and how to use it in your life. Before we get started, would like the video to help me share this idea? To ensure you don't miss any videos, I advise you to subscribe if you haven't already and to enable the notification bell. Rule 1. Get the hang of mornings. Marcus Aurelius's introspective section at the beginning of Book 5 of Meditations is one of the most moving sections of the work. Getting out of bed in the morning can be challenging, particularly if your bed is warm and comfortable. But even though Marcus Aurelius was the Roman emperor and had complete control over his actions, that's just what he did every day. Rather than indulge in extravagance and pleasure, he chose to rise early and attend to his responsibilities. He understood that the morning was the most crucial hour of the day, and that his morning routine would dictate the rest of his day. One of the best books on Stoicism, Meditations, is an account of his struggle with motivation to rise early. You can take his lead and master your mornings by implementing these 3 strategies. 1. Journaling. You can jot down your daily objectives and your thoughts from the day before. Additionally, you can list your strengths and areas for improvement. This facilitates the development of a daily habit and mindset. It serves as a reminder of your responsibilities and appropriate behavior. 2. Exercise. Just anything that gets you moving, nothing too strenuous. A jog, a walk, a workout, whatever works for you. This gives you a boost of energy and prepares you for the following move. 3. Working. You are now prepared to concentrate on the current work after completing the previous 2 actions. Rule 2. Pay attention to what you can manage. The teachings of the Stoics advocated focusing on the things that we can control and disregarding the things that we cannot. We'll be less nervous and more productive as a result. In sports, for instance, you can control your style of play, but not the result, your opponent, or the spectators. You will probably perform better if you concentrate on your performance rather than the others. Incorporate this idea into every aspect of your life. Rule 3. Don't stress over imaginary issues. Our imagination often causes us more suffering than reality does. We imagine situations that worry and frighten us, yet the majority of them never come to pass. Seneca once remarked that uncertainty frightens us more than it hurts us. Try to be calm and in the here and now. The worst catastrophe you could possibly imagine is unlikely to occur. Rule 4. Consider both success and failure equally. Marcus Aurelius demonstrated this idea with a metaphor. According to him, every man is like a stone that he could toss into the air. The stone gains nothing by rising or loses nothing by falling. The stone doesn't change. Similarly, you remain the same person whether you are laid off or receive a promotion. As a matter of fact, we can learn more from bad experiences than from good ones. Thank God for everything in your life, good or terrible, since you may always learn something from it. Rule 5. Complete 1 task each day. The meaning of this rule is twofold. The first is for those who don't have any objectives in life. No matter how tiny, it's crucial to have at least 1 daily objective to work toward. Living without objectives reduces an outstanding existence to mediocrity. For those who have too many goals, there is the second one. While having lofty goals is admirable, remember to take things 1 step at a time. Multitasking can cause you to lose concentration on the things that are truly essential. I challenge you to follow this guideline and reach at least 1 daily goal that you have set for yourself. Strive to accomplish it, no matter how simple or complex it may be. Rule 6. Avoid trying to find quick fixes. Remind yourself that there is no simple method to accomplish everything you set your mind to. Good things in life, or those that demand work and self-control. Consider someone you respect and study their life story. You'll notice that they overcame obstacles and put in a lot of effort to succeed. That's actually the secret to their success. Challenging journeys shape your personality, help you grow from your errors, and inspire you to keep going. Tolerance for labor and sacrifice is what separates exceptional achievers from others who fall short. Although anyone can take the simple route, relatively few people ever succeed in their goals. Rule 7. Determine whether it's necessary. Think about your motivations for doing things in life before you take action. Is it something that is worth keeping, or something that is unnecessary and wasteful? You'll come to see how many unnecessary things we do and desire in our life. They merely serve to divert our attention from the real issues. You may avoid the things that don't matter and concentrate on the things that do by asking yourself this question. Rule 8. Respect your path. Because life is erratic, things don't always turn out as planned. We might experience failure, tragedy, or difficulty, but we shouldn't allow these things to sabotage our joy or tranquility of mind. Rather than viewing them as obstacles to overcome, we ought to embrace them as a necessary part of our destiny. Seneca is a prime illustration of this mindset. Throughout his life, he experienced numerous challenges, including forced suicide, political exile, and health issues. Nevertheless, he made the decision to take advantage of them and see them positively. Fortune behaves as it pleases, he said. In the same way, we ought to welcome whatever life has to offer. Rule 9. Speak with the dead. Despite its odd-sounding name, this rule has a deep significance. It was influenced by an oracle that the founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, sought advice from following his complete financial ruin. The oracle advised him to communicate with the dead in order to have a fulfilling existence. The oracle advised him to peruse the writings of the ancient thinkers who had passed away before him. Reading is a wonderful instrument that gives us access to historical information and wisdom. In our fast-paced society, we tend to focus on the newest and most innovative things, yet books contain timeless and ancient wisdom that is not to be overlooked. We possess the ability to communicate with the greatest thinkers in history, who may offer us advice and support throughout our lives. Superpowers are possessed by a large number of people who never utilize them. Thanks to the internet, individuals can access ancient wisdom, but they choose to reject it. Rule 10. Treat people with kindness, but be firm with yourself. Stoics hold unambiguous beliefs about what is good and evil. However, they also exhibit tolerance and compassion for individuals who are misled by ignorance. Marcus Aurelius states, "They have been corrupted by false beliefs." Applying your standards to oneself rather than to other people is crucial. This does not imply that evildoing or injustice should go unpunished. That being said, you don't have to hold everyone accountable for their actions. Giving someone instructions on how to behave is not the most effective method to influence them. An effective way to correct someone's behavior is to lead by example. They might not realize it right away, but they will eventually take your lead. Rule 11. Keep in mind that you pass away every day. Seneca claims that believing ourselves to be waiting for death is a grave error. Death's mostly already past. Death owns all of the time that has elapsed. Most of the time we believe that death is something that will happen to us eventually. It is a future event that is set in stone. Depending on our age and state of health, we are unaware of how near it is. Seneca believes that this is an incorrect perspective on dying. It results in a life filled with many negative habits. According to him, dying is a process that is ongoing. Every day we pass away. You're running out of time while you view this video. He claims that period is dedicated to death. Death is here and now, not far away. It's the hands on the clock, the way the light goes out. How ought we to handle it? Live is the response. Live your life to the fullest. Spend less time on unimportant stuff. Don't put off doing anything, and take advantage of the moment while it's still yours. How do you feel about these Stoic guidelines? Do you want to add anything else? Please feel free to leave a remark below with any thoughts you may have. Like life itself, Stoicism is not an easy path to follow.